Kia ora. I'm Meredith McCarthy and welcome to the NZACH Talk Time. This is a guided meditation. Helps you to relax your body deeply while training your mind to practice single-pointed focus. Using a gentle body scan and the pebble-and-pond imagery, you'll release tension, calming racing thoughts, and reconnect with the quiet wisdom inside you. Please take a moment, placing your body into the most relaxed position that you can find. Do not listen to this style of recording when operating anything that needs your full attention. Enjoy. Taking a moment as you settle into the space, letting your eyes close as you come into stillness. Notice the physical self, the form of your body, the weight of your body, as you relax into the softness of the space underneath you. Notice your heavy head. Let it relax now. Notice your body begin to respond to that level of relaxation as you give it permission to relax. How your mind and body are a team. Your body just waiting for clearest instructions. So as you relax more and more, making sure you let your jaw relax too. Feeling a gap between your upper jaw and lower jaw where your tongue can relax in your mouth. And as you breathe gently in, softly out, letting your very own breath take you deeper and deeper into a state of deep peace, deep calm, where you're allowing your mind and body to rest and recover so they can be an amazing team. So you can do those things that spark joy in you. But there's a time and a place for everything. And imagine today you're getting really good at single-pointed attention, where you slow down and you can listen to that divine whisper stirring in your heart, and notice the wisdom, the nudges of when to stop and rest, so that you can recover fully and completely. Be masterful about who you are, how to be at your best. As you release that next breath now, relaxing into your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your fingers, allowing those spaces and places to become heavy and relaxed. And as you breathe gently in, slowly out, letting all the muscles in your back relax too. Your upper back, your middle back, your lower back relaxing gently. And as you breathe gently in, softly out again, letting your spine relax, your hips, letting your legs, your feet, your toes relax also, like a gentle, calming wave rolling through you. Allow your body to go to sleep while your mind can stay active for a little while. your body is resting properly and comfortably, where it doesn't have to think about gravity for a while. And it can rest and relax while your mind can go on a journey. Now very soon, I'm just going to deepen this level of relaxation a little more. And all I need you to do is just follow my instruction for this bit closely. So very soon, not yet, I'm going to get you to open your eyes again. When I do, I'd like you to focus all the way up high on one single point above your normal eye level, fixing your gaze on that same single point and nowhere else. Then going to begin to count backwards from 10 down to 1. With each number you hear, I'd like you to blink, and each time you blink, feeling and allowing that wave of relaxation to increase. Twice as strong, twice as deep as the numbers go down. By the time I count from 10 down to 5, the more you're trying to lift those eyes, the more heavy and relaxed they become. So heavy, so sleepy. By the time I count to 1, just letting them close down. So let's begin opening your eyes now easily, just focusing on one single point. 10, blinking. That's it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Letting those eyes close down, shut down, letting all the tiny eye muscles in and around your eyes completely relax. And I'd like you to imagine just sitting by a pond. And on the right hand side of you, you have a mound of pebbles. And imagine each pebble as a source of focus. And when you pick up the first pebble, you might notice its weight. You might notice its texture. Begin to notice the colour, what it really looks like. Hold it between your fingers and feel its presence, its place in the world. And imagine throwing the pebble into the middle of the pond and watching the ripple moving out in all directions from where it pierced the water and moved rapidly into the bottom of the pond. And imagine the next pebble, picking this pebble up, feeling it, noticing it's different to the pebble that was there before, noticing its weight, the texture of this pebble, noticing what it looks like, its colour, as you hold it up between your fingers, rolling it around, seeing it from all directions. And imagine throwing this pebble in, you hear the plonk into the water. You watch the ripples moving out in all directions as it slowly but surely connects to the bottom of the pond, sitting next to the other pebble that was there first. And now there are 2 pebbles at the bottom of the pond, And imagine picking up a third pebble. And again, doing the same thing. Notice its weight, how different it is, its texture, its colour. Roll it around in your fingers. Feel its solidness. Perhaps notice this time how warm or cool it is. If it's been in the sun, you might notice it's been warmed up. But maybe you notice it's cool. But the longer you hold it, the warmer it becomes. And imagine you can roll it around in your fingers, looking at it from all angles, noticing how big or small it is. Any strange bits that stand out, that make it really unique. And then throwing it into the pond and hearing it splash. Seeing the ripples moving out in all directions. And you might notice as the pond ripples, the reflections and the colours from all around the space move like a dance of light and texture on the surface of the water. And this third pebble gently falls to rest at the bottom of the pond. Next to the other two that came beforehand. And each pebble has its own unique space it takes. Not exactly the same as the other pebbles. They're all different. They're all separate. But they're all in the same place, in the same situation, underneath the water, resting on the surface of the pond. And imagine the fourth pebble, picking it up slowly, as if you'd never met it before, noticing its weight, its texture. You might feel it with your fingernails. You might feel it with the pads of your finger. The texture, how rough or smooth it is, how uneven or even it is, how big or small it is. You might notice the temperature. You may even try and think of the shape of it. If you were to try and explain the shape to someone who can't see, how you might do that. And really explore it. Properly look at it. Maybe it shines when it's wet. Maybe not. Maybe it's shiny without being wet. Maybe not. But just notice the nature of this pebble as you roll it around in your fingers. And then throw the pebble into the pond, noticing that it didn't go exactly in the same place as the others did, that it took a moment to land on the surface, and it splashed just like the others did. But its splash was unique because of its uniqueness to the other pebbles that came before. And just see the water rippling out in all directions. Again, the colours that are reflected in the surface of the water dancing, moving. Notice how long the ripple lasts, how quickly it comes into stillness on the surface of the water. And meanwhile, the pebble has found a place to sit at the bottom of the pond as the water comes to stillness again. You might even notice it's like a mirror where it's reflecting the spaces and places around it perfectly, just like a mirror does. The sky, the clouds, and maybe you even see yourself in the reflection. Maybe you see other things in the reflection, the surface of the water. And maybe you can see that pebble just sitting next to the other pebbles. Now there are 4 pebbles at the bottom of the pond, taking their own unique spaces, different, but sharing the same environment. And imagine picking up the 5th pebble, again noticing how heavy or light it is, noticing its texture, its form, noticing whether it's transparent or not, noticing whether it's shiny or not. And maybe you could put it in the water and take it out again and observe the pebble dripping as the water runs off it, and the light sparking on the droplets of water. And imagine you could hold it in your hand for a period of time and the water starts to evaporate. And you feel this little pebble warming up in the palm of your hand. So when you open it again, it's dry and it's warm, as you've transferred your warmth to the pebble, and the pebble has responded. And imagine you could notice other things about the pebble, how big or small it is. And imagine you could think about how old it might be. It could be millions of years old, tumbled in some stream somewhere. So it smoothed all the rough edges away. And it's very different to how it perhaps began, as something much bigger and larger. And it's got this mystery attached to how it's come to exist, that it may never be able to tell you in words. But as you hold it, you can feel its ancestry, its wisdom, its journey. And imagine throwing gently the 5th pebble into the pond and hearing it, seeing it splash, and watching the ripples. And as you watch the ripples, noticing the change of the surface of the water and how the light dances as the reflection moves, and then watching it calming right down, allowing it to be nice and still. And then there are 5 little pebbles now resting at the bottom of the pond, all sharing the same environment. And imagine you could just sit and close your eyes, knowing that even though you're not looking at the pond, you know it's there. Knowing even though you can't see the pebbles, they're still there. And even though you haven't met the other pebbles, they're still there. Knowing that when the time is right and you listen to your divine whispers stirring in your heart, there'll be a time to pick up that new pebble and explore it. Take time with it. Enjoy it. Really notice it for what it is. And realize that each thing, each moment, comes and goes, is fleeting. But your mind has the ability to focus on being present, single-pointed, and enjoying the moment for what it is. Even if it's a simple moment, to look again and enjoy that moment. Now very soon, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. On the count of 3, it'll be time to open those eyes if you need to, or go deeper and deeper in sleep if you need to, knowing you enjoyed a pleasant, relaxing experience, practicing single-pointed attention. 1, 2, 3.